There was a post that I showed you guys about how Kendrick is leading the generation in hate because the battle wasn't really about, oh, dope, this is a dope battle, like no, this is we're getting all this great music. The battle was mostly about hating Drake, and everyone getting a chance to show how much they hate Drake and how much they resent Drake. And what that's about for black folks, what that's about is you too pussy to confront white folks and bring white folks any smoke. So because you basically you're a black racist, because what black people have done for the most part, shout out to Angry Man, is create their own brand of racism. We find ways to shit on other groups. We embrace all stereotypes about other groups. It's how we treat one another. We assume the worst about one another. We treat one another extremely bad. Okay, so again, we came up with our own version, and then also how we act towards white folks, and like, yo, people are tired of trying to basically make you feel better. Years ago, I watched, there was an episode on 30 Rock where Frank is talking to Tracy. Tracy is the person that Tracy Morgan plays, right? And he says maybe it's not about people being racist. Maybe you're just being treated like everyone else. And he made a really good point, right? And in that episode, they're having basically this struggle that black people will have around non-black people where they want to have this is racist. And don't get me wrong, that can be happening, but there's ways to play things, right? But what you never want to do is have someone or be interacting with someone in a way where you're saying, please see it from our perspective. That's not manly. That's not powerful. That doesn't give you any power to basically to keep asking and begging for someone to see things your way or see things from your perspective. All right. And again, and it goes into that loser mindset. Losers want things to go their way, all while not doing the work, and that's what makes them a loser. You understand? But anyway, so this is a TMZ interview with Salt Pepper. They're asking about, so they're actually suing UNG themselves, and they asked about the lawsuit. Now again, the lawsuit is about defamation, okay? And he accused Drake of some very heinous things. And it's not like, and again, people didn't just move on from it and never talk about it. People repeat this shit online in my comment section all day, every day, or basically talk about Drake as if he has tried to sleep with kids, or he's been caught sleeping. Again, if you've never been convicted of something like that, or been caught doing something like that, and it's been confirmed, you cannot be calling someone that. And people try to keep bringing up is, oh, it's battle rap. It's a battle. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't call the cops in the battle. No, it's not a battle. First of all, he's suing the record label for using money that he helped, basically that he made for them to promote this song, you know what I mean, and make sure this song gets as much play as possible. Not only that, UMG paid a lot of people to promote that song. They paid a lot of people to influence the public about that song. You know how powerful it is to have all the media outlets, Ebro, the Joe Button podcast, have all these people dancing and not like us. Yo, that changes their perception. You can't help but to think that, oh my God, again, if you're the average listener, you're gonna perceive it as, oh wow, it's over for Drake. The first time I heard that shit, I was like, this is the most annoying shit ever. I thought it was so whack. I still think it's kind of whack because it's just like, I remember thinking like, this is not how you rap, and like not in a good way. It's not good. It's weird. This beat is, I hate this beat. It was annoying as fuck. And then like you hearing him like try to like create, it's just my friend, hold up. They go, what? That was whack as fuck. That, no, man. I'm sorry. I think that's the other song. That was another thing too with G and X. Angry Man also made this point. G and X is basically a bunch of different versions of Not Like Us. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me play the clip.
Are you? I am great. So, a few months ago, TMZ covered the story of you guys having a lawsuit against UMG. So, yeah. Today we just kind of want to catch up with you and find out, where are you guys with this lawsuit?
Yeah, so, yes. We did all the things. It's been a while, actually, and they're just not budging. It's very unusual. So, they're just fighting for, our copyrights, because when you're
And this is what it is to be black. How dumb she sounds saying that. No, honest. So it's either people choose to believe that bullshit, right? Or you didn't even look into it. She may no, you gotta realize too. This woman is old. This woman's in her 50s. She may not. A lot of people, and it's another thing too. That's how uninformed a lot of people may be. That's how ignorant a lot of people are to the situation. It's because they actually have not read into it. And not, okay, I'm a battle rapper. I have a lot of battles. I can confirm for you. In a battle, a go-to insult is not you be trying to smash kids. A go-to insult is not basically that you're a pervert. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean that you know what I mean that's not a go-to. People don't say that. The only times people have said that shit in battle rap is when they had actual paperwork on that person. All right, and that person went to jail. And what I'm thinking about in particular is what's my man name? Um, Goodness gracious. Ace Amin versus I think Todd Pretty. And I think it wasn't really nothing. It wasn't nothing like too crazy, but it was like stuff like that. Drake don't have none of that going on, right? And people were willing to believe like, nah. If Kendrick is saying it, I've seen people write in the comment section, hey, how do you know? All right, so basically, how do you know that what Kendrick is saying is the truth? People have wrote back to people, listen to the songs, and so I mean, one person had wrote. So if that's true, then I can just call you a pedophile, and then that will be the truth because I put in the song. Nigga, what? No, fam. It's about defending your reputation. Also, actually, I read this earlier. I think it was on Twitter when someone said during the beef, someone also had tweeted, if Drake doesn't sue Kendrick Lamar for everything he said, then that would mean that it's true. That's another thing too. You backed him into a corner. You accuse him of doing the most heinous thing a man could possibly do, which is violating a child and stealing their innocence. And still to this day, his whole ass ain't never came out and said, "All right, bro. I mean, like we just battling and whatnot. I mean, maybe I took it too far." And yeah, no one does that. You realize that no one does that shit. And not only that, even with the whole black thing, right? Y'all niggas want everyone to be black. You want the Asians to be black. You want everyone to be black. You want and again, which makes sense. And shout out to CGA, he pointed this out. You want everyone to be black, okay? An African American male took me a long time to realize, like, yo, like that we have an identity issue. All right. I mean, one time I was joking with a friend of mine about like all the phases that a weed head goes through, and one of them is like you go through the whole like either plant based or based adjacent lifestyle or way of eating and whatnot. Niggas who smoke weed we trying to go into nature and have shrooms and grow shit. You know what I mean? And niggas who smoke weed usually talking about want to live off the grid. Niggas who smoke weed always talking about they want to homeschool their kids and shit. It's things that all people who smoke weed do, right? And anywho, I don't know. I just was just disappointed. I'm just like, wow, like that was just ugh, uh. But also again, like this is a critical moment, and you see people writing stuff like he's not doing it for the artist, fam. Record labels have been fucking over artists since the beginning of record labels. People's hate, and this is what it is to be successful. It's not a parade. You're just doing the work. Because when you're not successful, people are supporting you towards that. Once you're successful, you're off the ground. You're your own entity, and it has to stop. Because the thing is, people got you far enough. It stops being about that. It starts being about, yo, just do the work. You can't be caught up in critiques, people's thoughts. Just do the work. You gotta just do the work. You understand? So, anywho, I'm gonna leave that there, man. I think that's just disappointing, man. But also too, somebody also wrote that they weren't even knowing that Salt and Pepper was even going through this if they didn't mention Drake. Because this is why people even click on this shit. It's because them mentioning Drake. And we're starting to really see, we've been seeing this a lot over the last like year and some change. I mean, people have always used Drake for clicks and views, but like more than ever, people use it, and listen, myself included, but people more than ever are trying to include him and Kendrick in every fucking thing. It's crazy. All right, man. Let's go ahead and explore this last John, man. I wanted to just finish reacting to this Sydney Watson video with Pedro Pascal. Okay, where is it? Where it is? Where it is? What the hell is that about?